Announcer bot is active. Hydrodorgan in turn 6, Laces is first driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Mr. Ralph Mann from England in turn 1, the 90 is first driving a BMW Z4. Hydrodorgan in turn 5, outer loop is second. 25 minutes remaining in the session. Mr. Ralph Mann is second. Mr. Ralph Mann is first. In turn 7, Toe is second. Hydrodorgan is second. In turn 4, Esses is fourth. Mr. Ralph Mann from England in turn 9 is first. Is first driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Is fourth driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Hydrodorgan is P3 driving a 911 GT3R. Mr. Ralph Mann in turn 8, heel is second. In turn 5, outer loop is P2. In turn 7, toe is P4. In turn 2, S's is P6. In turn 5, outer loop is P3. Is sixth. "15 minutes remaining in the session. Is P3 driving a Porsche 911 GT3R? Is 7th. In turn 1, the 90 is P7 driving a Nissan GT-R GT3. Is P1 driving a BMW Z4. In inner loop is 4th driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. In turn 11 is P1 driving a 911 GT3R. Is 4th. In turn 1, the 90 is P9. Is 3rd. In inner loop is 6th. In turn 3, Esses is 9th. Is 5th driving a Nissan GT-R GT3. Ten minutes remaining in the session. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Announcer bot is active. The qualification session is at Watkins Glen in Watkins Glen, USA. The wind speed is 11 km/h from the east-northeast. Milan Ealing from Netherlands in turn 1, the 90 is P4 on softs driving a BMW Z4. Coach L9 from Belgium in turn 1, the 90 is 7th driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Spiker from India in turn 4, SEs is 7th driving a Nissan GT-R GT3. Hydrodorgan is first driving a Mercedes-AMG GT3. Thurixo from Spain is 10th driving a Mercedes-AMG GT3. Sky from Poland in turn 11 is P3 on softs driving a Nissan GT-R GT3. Coach L9 is 11th driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Coach L9 is up 21.70 in inner loop. Coach L9 is up 21.88 in turn 7, toe. Coach L9 is up 22.12 in turn 9. Benjabanana from Sweden in turn 9 is P4 up 11.34. Botlando from Panama in turn 1, the 90 is 5th. "25 minutes remaining in the session. Botlando is up 0.14 in inner loop. Andy Pandabear in turn 9 is second, up 0.14 on mediums, driving a BMW Z4. Andy Pandabear improved is second with a 146.606. POINT 473 off pole. Mr. Ralph Mann from England is P6, up 0.78 on softs, driving a BMW Z4. Mr. Ralph Mann improved is P5 with a 149.209. 3.076 off pole. Thuruxo is 9th. Hydrodorgan is 13th, up 10.99. Andy Pandabear in turn 8, heel is P2, up 0.33. Andy Pandabear is up 0.56 in turn 11. Andy Pandabear is provisional pole with a 145.935. Thuruxo from Spain in turn 7, toe is P7, up 0.85. Thuruxo is up 0.27 in turn 9. Milan Ealing in turn 7, toe is 14th, up 3.52. Milan Ealing is up 4.52 in turn 9. Hassan from Pakistan in turn 10 is P11, up 2.53, driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Hassan improved is 10th with a 153.529. 7.815 off pole. Spiker in turn 11 is P6. Spiker improved is 6th with a 148.075. 2.361 off pole. Mr. Ralph Mann from England is P7 up 1.14. "20 minutes remaining in the session. Petri Ario from Finland is 8th up 1.85 driving a Nissan GT-R GT3. Best lap is a 1:49.221. 3.507 off pole. Petri Ario improved is P4 with a 1:46.814. 1.100 off pole. Potato is 14th up 1.93. Asan is 10th up 3.38 driving a 911 GT3R. Asan improved is P10 with a 1:50.655. 4.941 off pole. Thuruxo in turn 7, Toe is 9th up 1.06 driving a AMG. Thuruxo is up 1.08 in turn 10. Mahatma Gandhi from United States in turn 10 is P5 up 0.99 on softs driving a BMW Z4. Asan in turn 8, heel is 10th up 1.59 driving a 911 GT3R. Asan is up 2.42 in turn 11. Asan improved is P5 with a 1:47.783. 2.069 off pole. Andy Pandabear in turn 2, SEs is P2 up 0.13. Sky in turn 5, outer loop is P3 up 0.23. Sky is up 0.38 in turn 8, heel. Sky is up 0.24 in turn 11. Sky improved is third with a 1:46.024. POINT 310 off pole. VHK from Belgium is P16 up 0.56 driving a Nissan GT-R GT3. "15 minutes remaining in the session. VHK is up 0.68 in turn 8, heel. VHK is up 0.74 in turn 11. MR Ralph Mann is 10th up 0.21. MR Ralph Mann improved is 6th with a 147.573. 1.859 off pole. Potato in turn 9 is 14th up 0.89. Potato improved is P13 with a 209.079. 23.365 off pole. Milan Ealing is provisional pole with a 145.234. Petri Ario is P5. Petri Ario is up 0.59 in turn 9. Petri Ario improved is 3rd with a 145.860. POINT 626 off pole. Mahatma Gandhi is 8th up 0.63. Mahatma Gandhi is up 0.30 in turn 10. Mahatma Gandhi improved is P6 with a 147.502. 2.268 off pole. Potato is 13th up 1.06. Potato improved is 13th with a 207.927. 22.693 off pole. Hydrodorgan in turn 6, Laces is 12th up 0.36 driving a Mercedes-AMG GT3. Hydrodorgan is up 1.13 in turn 8, heel. Mahatma Gandhi is 6th up 0.44 on softs. Mahatma Gandhi is up 0.83 in turn 10. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Mahatma Gandhi improved is P6 with a 146.685. 1.451 off pole. Potato in turn 8, heel is 13th up 0.16. Best lap is a 207.927. 22.693 off pole. Potato is up 0.12 in turn 11. Potato improved is 13th with a 207.751. 22.517 off pole. Botlando in turn 6, laces is P14 up 0.60. Botlando is up 0.71 in turn 8, heel. Botlando is up 0.45 in turn 10. Botlando improved is 14th with a 209.189. 23.955 off pole. Hydrodorgan in turn 8, heel is P12 up 1.55. Botlando from Panama in turn 2, SEs is P14 up 0.13. Andy Panda Bear in inner loop is 4th up 0.13. Andy Panda Bear is up 0.23 in turn 7, toe. Andy Panda Bear is up 0.27 in turn 9. Botlando is P14 up 0.40. Botlando improved is 14th with a 208.826. 23.592 off pole. Andy Panda Bear is 4th up 0.13 driving a BMW Z4. Andy Panda Bear is up 0.05 in turn 6, laces. Five minutes remaining in the session. Andy Panda Bear is up 0.20 in turn 8, heel. Jazzmonkey is 16th. Jazzmonkey is up 0.06 in inner loop. Jazzmonkey is up 0.26 in turn 6, laces. Hydrodorgan in turn 5, outer loop is 12th up 0.92. Jazzmonkey is 16th up 0.47. Jazzmonkey improved is P16 with a 212.494. 27.260 off pole. Hydrodorgan in turn 11 is 12th up 1.25. Thuruxo from Spain in turn 7, toe is P11 up 25.18. Thuruxo is up 28.89 in turn 9. Jazzmonkey in turn 5, outer loop is 16th up 0.18. Hydrodorgan in inner loop is 12th up 0.38. Thuruxo is P11 up 21.80. Thuruxo is up 21.64 in turn 6, laces. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Thurixo is up 21.38 in turn 8, heel. Thurixo is up 21.46 in turn 11. Thurixo improved is 11th with a 148.888. 3.654 off pole. Jasmunkai in turn 5, outer loop is 16th. Best lap is a 212.494. 27.260 off pole. Josh Fulton is 17th. Jasmunkai in turn 8, heel is P16 up 0.10. Speed bump from Canada is 18th driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. The race session is at Watkins Glen in Watkins Glen, USA. The wind speed is 13 km/h from the east-southeast. P3 area is P1. Asan entering the pits is P30. VHK from Belgium is P3 driving a Nissan GT3. Andy Pandabear is 4th on mediums driving a BMW Z4. Sky from Poland is 5th driving a Nissan GT3. Mahatma Gandhi from United States is 6th on softs driving a BMW Z4. Mr. Ralph Mann from England is P7 on softs driving a BMW Z4. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Milan Ealing is P1. Andy Pandabear is P3. VHK in turn 4, Esses is 4th. Sky in turn 5, outer loop is P5. Mr. Ralph Mann in turn 6, Laces is P6. Josh Fulton in turn 6, Laces is P12. Andy Pandabear in turn 9 is 4th. Sky in turn 11 is P5. Mahatma Gandhi is 8th. Best lap is a 1:56.925. 5.602 off the fastest lap. Mahatma Gandhi passed Asan for 7th. Asan from Pakistan in turn 3, Esses on lap 2 is 8th driving a Porsche 911 GT3R, 0.2 behind Mahatma Gandhi. Hydrodorgan exiting pits. Potato is 13th, 0.3 behind Coach L9. Milan Ealing from Netherlands is 2nd on softs driving a BMW Z4, 0.5 behind Petri Ario. VHK in turn 7, Toe is P7. Best lap is a 1:53.628. 2.305 off the fastest lap. VHK lost P7 to Asan. Andy Pandabear is P5, 0.5 behind Mr. Ralph Mann. Asan is P7 battling Mahatma Gandhi. Asan passed Mahatma Gandhi for 6th. Asan lost 6th to Mahatma Gandhi. VHK from Belgium is 8th, 0.3 behind Asan. VHK passed Asan for 7th. Asan in turn 2, Esses is 8th. Best lap is a 152.630. 7.012 off the fastest lap. Mr. Ralph Mann from England in inner loop is 5th, 0.1 behind Andy Panda Bear. Hydrodorgan exiting pits. Mr. Ralph Mann passed Andy Panda Bear for P4. Andy Panda Bear in turn 6, Laces is P5. Best lap is a 149.848. 4.230 off the fastest lap. Thuruxo from Spain in turn 6, Laces is P11 driving a Mercedes-AMG GT3, 0.4 behind Spiker. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Botlando from Panama is P15, 0.3 behind Josh Fulton. Hydrodorgan entering the pits is P18. Andy Panda Bear on lap 3 is P5, 0.3 behind Mr. Ralph Mann. Thuruxo in turn 10 is 11th driving a Mercedes-AMG GT3, 0.4 behind Spiker. Botlando is P15. Best lap is a 2:10.274. 24.656 off the fastest lap. Sky from Poland in inner loop is 3rd, 1.2 ahead of Andy Panda Bear. Sky lost 5th to Mahatma Gandhi. Hydrodorgan entering the pits is 18th. Sky lost 6th to VHK. Spiker from India in inner loop is 11th driving a Nissan GT-R GT3, 0.3 behind Thuruxo. VHK from Belgium in turn 7, Toe is P6, 0.5 behind Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi in turn 8, Heel is 6th driving a Z4 battling VHK. Botlando in turn 4, Esses on lap 4 is P15, 0.5 behind Josh Fulton. Speed bump from Canada is P9 driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Speed bump past Asan for 8th. Asan is 9th driving a 911 GT3R, 0.3 behind speed bump. Botlando in turn 7, Toe is 15th. Best lap is a 2:09.625. 24.007 off the fastest lap. Sky in turn 7, Toe is 7th, 0.9 behind Mahatma Gandhi. Botlando in turn 11 is 15th, 0.4 behind Josh Fulton. Sky is P7. Andy Panda Bear in turn 2, Essies is P7 on mediums, 0.2 behind Sky. Speed bump in turn 4, Essies is P8, 0.3 behind Andy Panda Bear. Speed bump past Andy Panda Bear for 7th. Andy Panda Bear in turn 5, outer loop is P8, 0.5 behind speed bump. Andy Panda Bear was 1.1 faster last lap. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Coach L9 from Belgium in inner loop is 12th driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Andy Panda Bear in turn 8, heel on lap 6 is 8th, 0.5 behind speed bump. Botlando from Panama is 15th, 0.5 behind Josh Fulton. Spiker is P11. Best lap is a 1:49.340. 3.722 off the fastest lap. Speed bump in turn 4, Essies is P8. Best lap is a 1:47.446. 1.828 off the fastest lap. Sky from Poland in turn 5, outer loop is P6, 0.2 behind Mahatma Gandhi. Botlando is P15, 0.3 behind Josh Fulton. Sky from Poland is P6, 0.5 behind Mahatma Gandhi. Speed bump in turn 9 is P8, 0.4 behind Andy Panda Bear. Speed bump was 11.2 faster last lap. Sky is 6th, 0.5 behind Mahatma Gandhi. Asan on lap 8 is P10 battling Thuruxo. Sky is 6th, 0.4 behind Mahatma Gandhi. Sky lost P7 to speed bump. Andy Panda Bear on lap 8 is P6, 0.4 behind Mahatma Gandhi. Andy Panda Bear is now 5th. Mahatma Gandhi is 7th. Mahatma Gandhi lost 7th to Sky. Andy Panda Bear is 5th, 0.5 behind Mr. Ralph Mann. Mahatma Gandhi in turn 11 is 8th, 0.4 behind Sky. Benjabanana from Sweden in turn 5, outer loop is P17, 0.3 behind Jasmunkai. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Mr. Ralph Mann is P5, 0.5 behind Andy Panda Bear. Spiker exiting pits. Benjabanana is P17, 0.3 behind Jasmunkai. Thurixo in turn 6, Laces is P8, 0.4 behind Mahatma Gandhi. Benjabanana is P17. Best lap is a 2:12.247. 26.629 off the fastest lap. Mahatma Gandhi is P8, 0.1 behind Thurixo. Thurixo is P8, 0.1 behind Mahatma Gandhi. Thurixo is now P7. Mahatma Gandhi is P9. Frank exiting pits on mediums. Mahatma Gandhi is now 8th. Asan in turn 2, Esses is P9 driving a 911 GT3R, 0.4 behind Mahatma Gandhi. Milan Ealing in turn 7, Toe is P2 driving a Z4, 0.2 behind Petri Ario. Milan Ealing passed Petri Ario for P1. Petri Ario from Finland in turn 8, Heel is second driving a Nissan GT-R GT3, 0.4 behind Milan Ealing. Mr. Ralph Mann from England is 6th, 0.2 behind Speed Bump. Petri Ario is P2. Best lap is a 1:45.618. Asan is 9th driving a Porsche 911 GT3R, 0.4 behind Mahatma Gandhi. Milan Ealing in inner loop is P2, 0.1 behind Petri Ario. Asan in turn 2, Esses is 9th, 0.3 behind Mahatma Gandhi. Hydrodorgan exiting pits on softs. Milan Ealing in turn 7, Toe is second, 0.5 behind Petri Ario. Asan in turn 5, outer loop is P9. Best lap is a 1:49.166. 3.548 off the fastest lap. Andy Pandabear is 4th, 0.2 behind VHK. Andy Pandabear was 1.5 faster last lap. Asan is P9 driving a Porsche 911 GT3R, 0.1 behind Mahatma Gandhi. Asan passed Mahatma Gandhi for P8. Andy Pandabear in turn 11 is P4, 0.2 behind VHK. Spiker is P12 driving a GTR. Andy Pandabear in turn 5, outer loop is P4, 0.7 behind VHK. Milan Ealing is 2nd, 2.2 behind Petri Ario. The leader has just finished the race. Petri Ario finished P1. Milan Ealing finished 2nd. Potato finished P13. Botlando finished P14. Josh Fulton finished 15th. Andy Pandabear finished 4th. VHK finished P3. Speed Bump finished P5. MR Ralph Mann finished 6th. Thurixo finished 7th. Asan finished P8. Mahatma Gandhi finished P9. Sky finished 10th. Frank finished 19th. Hydrodorgan finished P18. Benjabanana finished P16. Coach L9 finished 11th. Jasmunkai finished P17. The race session is at Watkins Glen in Watkins Glen, USA. The wind speed is 14 km/h from the east. Coach L9 is P1. Sky from Poland is second, driving a Nissan GT3. Asan from Pakistan is P3, driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Thurixo from Spain is fourth, driving a Mercedes-AMG GT3. Mr. Ralph Mann from England is P5 on mediums, driving a BMW Z4. Speed Bump from Canada is P6, driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Andy Pandabear is P7 on mediums, driving a BMW Z4. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Coach L9 is P1. Asan is third. Thurixo in turn 4, Esses is fourth. Asan in turn 5, outer loop is fourth. Asan is now P3. Petri Ario from Finland is fourth, driving a Nissan GT-R GT3. Petri Ario is now third. Asan entering the pits is P16. Speed Bump is 8th. Speed Bump is now 7th. Hydrodorgan exiting pits. Speed Bump is now P8. Benjabanana from Sweden is P13. Benjabanana is now P14. Jasmunkai in turn 8, heel is P14. Mr. Ralph Mann in turn 1, the 90 is 5th, 0.3 behind Milan Ealing. Josh Fulton in turn 2, Esses is 11th, 0.8 behind Potato. Asan exiting pits. Petri Ario on lap 2 is third, 0.8 behind Coach L9. Coach L9 from Belgium in turn 9 is P3, driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Mr. Ralph Mann is 5th driving a Z4, 1.6 ahead of Andy Panda Bear. Speed bump exiting pits. Frank in turn 1, the 90 is P8 driving a Mercedes-AMG GT3, 0.2 behind speed bump. Coach L9 from Belgium in inner loop is P4, 1.7 ahead of Mr. Ralph Mann. Coach L9 lost P5 to Andy Panda Bear. Andy Panda Bear in turn 7, toe on lap 3 is P5, 0.9 behind Mr. Ralph Mann. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Speed bump in turn 8, heel is P7 driving a Porsche 911 GT3R, 1.5 ahead of Frank. Speed bump was 3.5 faster last lap. Speed bump lost 8th to Thurixo. Thurixo in turn 10 on lap 3 is 8th, 0.5 behind Frank. Frank is P8. P3 Aereo in turn 7, toe is P2, 1.3 behind Sky. Thurixo in turn 7, toe is P7, 2.0 ahead of Frank. P3 Aereo is 2nd, 0.2 behind Sky. Josh Fulton in turn 5, outer loop is P11, 0.5 behind Potato. Potato in turn 6, laces is P11, 0.1 behind Josh Fulton. Potato passed Josh Fulton for 10th. P3 Aereo in turn 5, outer loop is P2 driving a Nissan GT-R GT3, 0.3 behind Sky. Josh Fulton in turn 8, heel is P11. Josh Fulton passed Potato for P10. Potato is 11th, 0.2 behind Josh Fulton. Josh Fulton in turn 1, the 90 on lap 5 is P11. Josh Fulton passed Potato for 10th. Potato in turn 3, Essies is P11, 0.5 behind Josh Fulton. Petri Ario from Finland in turn 4, Essies is P2, 0.3 behind Sky. Sky in turn 5, outer loop is P2. Potato is 11th, 0.5 behind Josh Fulton. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Sky is 2nd, 0.4 behind Petri Ario. Sky was 0.6 faster last lap. Frank is 9th. Potato is P11 driving a Mazda, 0.1 behind Josh Fulton. Potato is now P10. Josh Fulton is P12, 0.2 behind Potato. Frank entering the pits is P12. Josh Fulton is now P10. Josh Fulton passed Botlando for 9th. Potato is 11th. Milan Ealing from Netherlands in turn 6, Laces is P3 on softs driving a BMW Z4, 2.6 ahead of Andy Panda Bear. Asan is P14, 0.4 behind Benjabanana. Asan passed Benjabanana for P13. Coach L9 in turn 7, Toe is 7th driving a Porsche 911 GT3R, 3.2 behind Thuruxo. Coach L9 lost 7th to speed bump. Botlando from Panama is P10. Potato is P11. Coach L9 is 8th, 0.5 behind speed bump. Speed bump was 20.2 faster last lap. Coach L9 passed speed bump for P7. Asan in turn 5, outer loop is 12th. Best lap is a 1:47.684. 2.579 off the fastest lap. Asan passed Potato for 11th. Josh Fulton is P9. Asan from Pakistan is P11, 0.4 behind Botlando. Asan passed Botlando for P10. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Speed bump in turn 11 is P8 driving a Porsche 911 GT3R, 0.3 behind Coach L9. Speed bump was 20.2 faster last lap. Coach L9 from Belgium in turn 1, the 90 is 8th. Andy Panda Bear in turn 8, heel is 4th on mediums, 0.5 behind Milan Ealing. Asan in turn 7, Toe is 9th driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Andy Panda Bear is 4th, 0.1 behind Milan Ealing. Coach L9 is P8. Milan Ealing from Netherlands in turn 8, heel is P4, 0.1 behind Andy Panda Bear. Milan Ealing passed Andy Panda Bear for 3rd. Andy Panda Bear in turn 10 is 4th driving a BMW Z4, 0.5 behind Milan Ealing. Andy Panda Bear passed Milan Ealing for 3rd. Milan Ealing is P4, 0.3 behind Andy Panda Bear. Speed bump is 7th. Speed bump entering the pits is P8. Andy Panda Bear is P3. Milan Ealing in turn 5, Outer loop is 4th, 0.2 behind Andy Panda Bear. P3 Aereo in turn 9 is P1 driving a GTR. Milan Ealing in turn 9 is 4th, 0.5 behind Andy Panda Bear. Andy Panda Bear was 0.5 faster last lap. Botlando in turn 3, Esses is P10, 2.5 ahead of Potato. Milan Ealing in turn 4, Esses is 4th, 0.5 behind Andy Panda Bear. P3 Aereo is first driving a Nissan GTR GT3. The leader has just finished the race. P3 Aereo finished P1. Sky finished 2nd. Andy Panda Bear finished P3. Milan Ealing finished P4. Josh Fulton finished P9. Botlando finished P10. Potato finished 11th. Mr. Ralph Mann finished 5th. Thruxo finished 6th. Jasmunkai finished 12th. Asan finished P8. Coach L9 finished P7. Benjabanana finished P13.